Check one. Test one, two, three. Check one, check one, check one. Check two, check two. Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Check two.
All right, fans, here we are. We are in the beautiful Pulaski, Tennessee today for a district matchup between Summertown and Giles County, and this should be a good one. I believe these are the only two undefeated teams left in the district. I've watched a little bit of Giles County play on X Sports. Really solid team. Got some good sticks in some places. So this should be a good one. Summertown coming off a 9-0 win yesterday, pretty handily over Mount Pleasant. Looked pretty convincing doing it, some timely hitting, solid pitching and defense. So hopefully they can keep that going here today. And I've got my friend Mr. Will Pettis, who got here early, got us all set up. And Will, hopefully we can keep from getting blown over across the road today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you folks watching, just expect the unexpected today. And look, if you really want to enjoy this broadcast and you want to see it clearly, you may just have to jump up and down in front of your TV in order to see everything clearly, because our camera is just going to be bouncing all over the place today with the wind. Every gust of wind that comes through here, it's just going to shake like crazy. I've tried to sturdy it down as much as possible, but that's probably as good as it's going to get.
Well, Will, we appreciate everything you do. So we're here. It is, and honestly though, besides the wind, Will, it's nice right now.
Yeah, it feels like mid-June.
Hopefully we can get this thing in. I think they're talking about weather between 6 and 8, so hopefully we can get it in. Eric Abbott stepping in. We're getting ready to roll. She's going to lead it off for Summertown, and that's going to be a strike right down Broadway to start us off. And that will be Gracie Pickett on the mound for Giles County. She'll be the pitcher and the flex on offense. So here we go. Abbott down 0-1. That was going to be a little out. 1-1. Abbott, Will, had a really bat starting to heat up. She actually led the game off yesterday with a solo shot over the right field fence at Summertown. Almost hit the scoreboard. So she's really starting to turn it on.
Oh, that's good to see.
That one's going to be a little low.
You able to see the scoreboard where you're sitting?
I can see it at a certain angle, Will, but not consistently enough to report. if you get what I'm saying, I can see the score, but other than that, I can't see much on it. Abbott's going to pop one into left, and that's going to be foul down the left field line. That'll even things back up to 2-2. Pickett's getting ready to step back on the mound and deliver the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be up. That's going to send it to a full count. Will we, weather permitting, which I think after tonight, hopefully tomorrow is actually supposed to be pretty decent.
Tomorrow looks good.
I think we have. I think Summertown will be at home tomorrow against Lewis County.
Right.
So that'll be another district game. Abbott's going to hit one to right. And that's going to be a nice, easy play to left. And that's going to be a nice, easy play for the left fielder, number 26. That will be Mia Callahan.
So after tomorrow, we'll have seen every district team?
I believe so, Will. That's correct. That is correct. So, yeah, and it's always tough when you got 3 straight days of 3 straight district games.
Sure.
Especially if it wears on your pitching as well. That's going to be a shot to right. She's going to be burned, and that ball's going to the fence. Parrott has put a charge into that one. She's going to hit 2, and she's going to stretch it on to 3, and she's going to be in easily. Nice job there by Parrott. Will, I'm not blaming the missed ball and right on anything, but I will say this, regardless, the wind is going to play havoc today.
I'm sure.
I called Hannah, my daughter. I asked her on the way up here if she was going to be pitching. She said, I don't have a clue. And I said, well, if so, keep it down. Keep the ball on the ground. You don't want your outfielders and infielders to have to deal with pop-ups in this wind. So it can cause some difficulties for sure. But that's going to put Summertown threatening here early with a runner on third and only 1 out. And that'll bring Gallagher to the plate. She also had a good night last night. She had a hard double off the left field fence that was about 5 feet from hit going out, so she's really helping Summertown out with her bat and doing great behind the plate too, as always. Of course, that's going to be up. They're going to try a quick throw to third, try to catch Megnapp, and she's going to walk back in on that. There's a 2-0 count to Gallagher. This will be the count you'd want to look at for her to drive that run in. Anything deep here to the outfield routinely will score Meg. And of course, a base hit too, so that's what we need to be thinking, or something hard to the right side would get the job done. That one's going to be way out, and that's going to be 3-0. So Pickett get in a little bit of trouble, especially with your cleanup hitter coming to the plate. You don't want to put 2 on with 1 out. I know Will's happy. His Braves are playing pretty well lately.
No, they've already played today.
Oh,
Let's not talk about that.
Things didn't go well today.
No.
Did they play Washington today?
They played, yeah.
Now last night, did they not beat them like 9
Oh,
or 10
yeah.
to 1?
Yeah, but they lost the series, so yeah.
There's a strike in there to Gallagher.
I missed the offseason already.
There's a strike to Gallagher on the 3-0 count. 3-1, and here's the pitch. That's going to be hit hard to right, up the hill foul. So Pickett's worked, and she's evened it back up here to a full count. If you're Gallagher here, Will, you want to look for something middle down. I know it's 3-2, but you want to try to hit something hard. You don't want to pop up on the infield and keep that runner stranded.
Right.
So hopefully she can get something down. And she's going to walk. That almost hit her. She had to jump that one, and that's going to be first and third. And only 1 out. And that's going to bring Lindsay to the plate for Summertown.
Thought I did a good job by putting this camera right behind the plate where we'd have a good view, but all I see is the umpire standing there. So that did not work out so well.
Well, does it change any better when he scrunches down, Will, when the pitch comes?
No,
Here's Lindsay.
he waits.
She's going to square and bunt, and that's going to allow the runner to walk right into second. That's going to get him second and third here with only 1 out. I'm curious to see here what Coach Burleson's going to do. Lindsay's, of course, she's a really good bunter. Good push bunt up the right to the right side would score a run here to get an early jump on them. Or is she going to let her swing away? We'll see. That one's going to be low. And I believe that's 2-0, Will, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that first pitch was a ball as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's 2-0 to Lindsay here. And it looks like she is going to be swinging.
The scoreboard might say 1-1.
Yeah, the first pitch looked like a ball. He may have called it a strike, though. Either it was a called strike or Lindsay didn't get the bunt back, but it looked like she did. That's going to be swung and hit hard and fouled straight back. And I'm actually trying to see the umpire when he holds up his hands as to the count.
All right,
it's either 2-1 or 1-2, though. I'm not sure.
He's not holding the count up.
No. So here's the offering. Lindsay at the plate with second and third. That's going to be a strike 3 looking
looked
on
a little
the outside
outside
corner.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but you've got runners in scoring position. You know, a ground ball to the right side, get your running. You know, Will, that's something you can't let happen there. She knows better than that. And it's something that's got to be fixed because in a cleanup hole, that's her job, you know. But here we are. Unless Runnels can come through McKenzie with a hit here, Summertown's going to strand too, so we'll see what happens. 2 outs here, top 1. That one's going to be up. Another snap throw to third. That one looked a little out, but he's going to call that one a strike. That's going to be 1-1. You know,
she's found the strike zone all of a sudden.
Well, she has, but you know, it's hard to say much about the umpire because it looks like he's giving the low pitch to the pitcher, which I like. You know, so as long as he maintains that, that's definitely a fine thing if he can maintain that through the whole game. That's going to be fouled off by Runnels, and that's going to put her down 1-2. We need McKenzie to be tough right here and try to get something through this infield to drive these 2 in. It'd be nice to go into the field with a minimum of a 1-0 or 2-0 cushion. We'll see what happens, though. That's going to be off the plate, 2-2. That one's going to be fouled off. That one's going to be up. Nice job by McKenzie there, staying alive. It's going to keep it 2-2. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to be foul.
There's a creek over there.
Yeah.
I noticed.
I wonder if they've got a net up over there. It looks like they do. They put a net up over their wheels. That's cool. We practiced here a year or so ago, and I can't remember how many balls I had to go in for that creek over there.
If you practice here, you clearly didn't read the sign over here. It says this is not a practice field.
Well, we were VIP.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. The payoff pitch. That's going to be fouled off to left, out of play. And that one is going to make the creek, Will. That one cleared the net. That one would be a toughie. And I'm going to tell you, with this wind the way it is, you may want to go ahead and get somebody standing over there, because I got a feeling there's going to be more coming.
Got a few clouds in the distance there.
Yeah,
Again, we may have to end it early if the storms come in.
Here's the payoff pitch, the 2-2 to Runnels. That's going to be up, and that's going to
full count.
Bring it to a full count. So here we go. Reagan Burleson on deck for Summertown. Reagan's another one whose bat's starting to come alive, Will. She's going to be big for us. She's starting to heat up too, so hopefully we can get all this lineup hitting like I know they can. That's going to be hit deep to center field, but our center fielder, number 7, is going to camp right under that one. That will be Morgan Sharp, and that's going to be three away here.
So there was a one-out triple that we squandered there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And got to come through. Got to be better there with runners in scoring position, Will. Those chances don't come along all the time. But that's where we're at right now, end of the top of the first, and Summertown held scoreless. We'll be back here shortly. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
This is Lawrence County Sheriff John Myers. 3.5 years ago, you elected me to be your sheriff. In the past 3.5 years, my team and I have removed hundreds of thousands of dollars in drugs from the county's roads. We increased the presence of deputies in all of our communities across the county, and we kept an eye on your tax dollars. Today, I'm asking for your vote to keep the progress going. We've made a big dent in crime, but we still have a lot of work to do. When you go to the polls this August, choose John Myers for sheriff, and let's keep Lawrence County America's best county to live in. Ad paid for John Myers for sheriff.
All right, here we are. We are back. Headed into the bottom one with Giles County coming to plate. Summertown threatened there, Will. Second and third and only one out, but squandered an opportunity. So we are scoreless still. And this will be Morgan Sharp, the center fielder, who made that final out of the first inning to lead off for Giles County. That's going to be a strike by Lindsay on the mound today for Summertown. That's going to be a first pitch strike. That one's going to be in for ball one. Will, I'm really curious how Lindsay's going to do on the mound today. She went 7 yesterday.
Oh, so she pitched last night's game too?
Yeah, I'm curious to see. That's not something she's done a lot of, but I also know she's pitched a lot this year, so hopefully, she's building up her endurance. She's going to be leaned on heavily, so she knows that. So hopefully she comes out ready today and can help keep Summertown in this game on the mound. Best you can, anyway, right?
You get a 2-2 count?
1-2, I believe.
No, it looks like 2-2.
Okay. Here's the pitch from Lindsay. That's going to be right back to Lindsay. She's going to be easy play to first, one away. Nice start there for Summertown.
That'll work.
That's what you like to see. Summertown's had an issue over the last few games about letting leadoff runners on, Will, which is not a good recipe. That's something they've definitely got to improve on for sure. So it's good to see us get a leadoff batter out here. And here comes Malia Roberts, number 00. That's going to be up just a little bit for ball one.
Yeah, it's sun's not so bright right now like it was when the game started, is it?
These clouds, Will, are going to start slowly rolling in, I'm afraid. That one's going to be down for ball two. So Lindsey digging a little 2-0 hole here to the number 2 batter, Roberts. There's a strike. That's going to be fouled off down the right field line. 2-1. Will, are we going to be able to be live tomorrow, or are you going to
That's the
have
plan.
baseball?
No, we're gonna
cool.
We're gonna plan to go live there at home tomorrow.
Nice.
Assuming our equipment doesn't blow away today.
Hopefully it won't.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can keep it safe. Lindsey's going to go very low. That's going to bounce up there, and that's 3-1. So Roberts now with a 3-run count. Lindsey's going to try to figure out a way to fight back here, try to keep Roberts off base. That's going to be popped up on the infield. That's going to be an easy play for first baseman Anna Burleson. Nice job there. 2 away. So a solid start. That's going to bring Kylie Hendricks, number 12, to the plate for Giles County.
So I was looking. I've only seen 2 losses on their Coach T schedule at least. I don't know if that's current or not, but Lawrence County was one of them. I believe they won 4-2 over Giles County.
That's correct. I watched a little bit of that game on Exports.
I think it was here
game.
or no. Yeah, I think it was here.
Yeah, it may have been. I can't remember. That's going to be a slow roller to third. Should be an easy play, and it is. Nice 1-2-3 inning there. That's what you like to see for Summertown. So Giles County's going to go in order, and hopefully Summertown can get some runners on this inning and do something with them. That's the goal anyway. We'll take a short break. We'll head back here for the top of second here in just a moment. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
All right. Top 2. Reagan Burleson coming to the plate for Summertown. We're in a 0-0 game. Giles County goes down 1-2-3 in the bottom one. Summertown threatens top of one, but couldn't push anything across, so we're still knotted at 0. And the wind is
picking up.
Starting to pick up, Mr. Will.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have a kite, would you?
This would be good.
Between half innings, we could go out here and fly it.
This would be the day for it.
It would be. It would be. So here's Reagan to the plate for Summertown, second baseman. And here's the pitch. That's going to be up in the zone. Swing and miss there. 0-1. Another one up. 1-1. Reagan lays off that one. Well, it really looks like a rise ball from out here in center field. I'm not saying it is. It may just be a fastball up in the zone, but it does have a lot of really good movement up in the zone, and definitely a tough pitch if you can't lay off. And there's another one, and that's another swing and miss, and we're down 1-2 here. Is Reagan.
All right, so have you played with or against this pitcher before?
I've never played with it. No, not to my knowledge. Not that I know of. I don't know the young lady. She's doing a great job. I'm just judging from her movement of her ball from out here in center field. I know a lot of the pitchers, locally for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Hannah, I've coached travel for years, and I know a lot of these kids, but she's not one that I know. But she's doing an excellent job right now. 2-2 count here on Reagan, and there's the pitch up in the zone again. The same pitches 3 times. It's going to get Reagan, and that's going to be a strikeout. Nice job there by Pickett for out 1. That's going to be Shelby Davis coming to the plate for Summertown, third baseman. There's a strike right down the middle. Nice pitch there. 0-1. And Will, the recipe usually against a rise ball pitcher, a kid that gets it up like that, is to look for that pitch early in the zone, early in the count to hit. Like that first pitch fastball. And that's going to be a line shot there at the first baseman. Hard hit, but a nice play. That's going to be 2 away. And here comes Caitlin Gillum to the plate for Summertown. That's going to be outside for ball 1. And the pitch. That's going to be popped up to the right side. That one's going to get out of play. Wind carrying everything that way today, Will, toward right field.
One.
Yes, sir. 1-1 to Caitlin. Hopefully we can get something going here with 2 outs. But I don't think that one's going to be popped up. Out of play. Gillum fighting up there. It's going to be a 1-2 count to Caitlin. That one's going to be popped up as well, out of play. Will, you really hope Summertown's bats, they finally get going, which, it's still early.
Let's say, is it like baseball where the second or third time through the lineup you
it definitely helps, but I really hope that, if this game doesn't turn out like you want it to, if you're Summertown, that you don't look back on that first inning with second and third and 1 out and not able to push anything across. Gillum's going to hit one off the end of the bat, a slow roller.
Well, I tell you, if they're wanting to get the game done quickly, they were having some quick innings all of a sudden. So.
Yeah, definitely. So that will be
we're going to the bottom of the second now.
End of the top of 2, and we're headed to bottom 2, still 0-0. We'll take a short break and be right back. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X-Sports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Headed into the bottom of the second. 0-0. Giles County and Summertown here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Haven't been here in a while, Will. You come to Pulaski much?
Well, I was here yesterday.
Never mind. Well,
Yeah.
answer me this. Do you have a favorite place to eat here? I know you're a connoisseur of
Oh,
pizza.
goodness. What is that place right beside the Sam Davis Park, that steakhouse? We ate there last night after the game. I've already forgotten. I think the word hickory's in it, but, man, it was.
It was a Hickory House.
I guess it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was. My
Yeah.
goodness, that was good.
You like that?
Yes.
Lindsay's going to start our batter off here with a pitch down the zone for a strike, swing and miss. So, yeah, Will, I've heard some good things about that place. That's going to be a changeup. Nice play by Abbott. She's going to dive on that one on a dink right in front of the shortstop. She's going to lay out and get it. Nice job there.
I
for
thought
out
it hit the
one.
ground good. Good deal.
I tell you,
I was
Will,
ready to show the play at first.
I tell you, Will, another great place to eat, and I don't know if it's technically in what you'd call Pulaski, but it would be on Pulaski Highway, I guess, between here and Fayetteville. Have you ever been to Sarge's?
No, I've not been there.
Okay, it's on the 4-lane, probably about halfway between here and Fayetteville. It's another really good place. You can tell that me and Will love food, so that's going to be a nice pitch by Lindsay on the inside
had
for
a
a first pitch strike.
Really good baseball game here last night.
Yeah, I heard that we had some young kids step up
We did.
yesterday.
Strike two?
That's what you like to see, Will, is those
Well,
young kids.
I know. It's
you
like they needed a spark, and these two 8th graders came up, and, they provided a spark immediately.
Yeah.
Jackson Bennett, Casey Blackwood.
And I saw where that technically might be their first 2 hits, their first hit for both of them in high school.
Right, yeah, yesterday they both got their first hit. I think Casey might have got it the night before.
That's going to be popped
Oh,
down
right
just
over her
outside
glove.
of the outreach glove of the shortstop. Right off the hands, but that's going to find its way into center for Giles County's first hit of the game here in the bottom of the second. So tough luck right there. Nice pitch, but it found its way through. Well, I know that's something Bennett will look back on, and his dad and him both, and think about, their first. Not only was it the first hit in high school, but the go ahead hit, against.
It was a tie game in the top of the 5th.
Yeah.
And bases were loaded, and he pinch hit and brought Jackson Bennett in.
Nice. Lindsay leads off here with a first pitch strike with a runner on first base with 1 out. That's going to be fouled back for strike 2. So Lindsay ahead here early on, 0-2. That's going to be just a little outside for ball 1. Nice pitch there with 2 strikes, though. I believe we have Hope Murphy at the plate, Will, for Giles County.
That's right.
And the pitch a little off again. Just get it back 2-2. Lindsay's trying to see if they'll chase off the plate, and Murphy's doing a really good job laying off those pitches right now. So here's the 2-2.
Don't want to lose her.
There's a changeup that floats, and that's going to push it full. Walks definitely hurt, but it's especially painful when you go to a walk from a 0-2
count. Yeah.
So hopefully that won't be the case, and it's
not.
not. That's going to be a ground ball to Davis. She's going. She's going to throw it low to second into right field. Should have been a pretty simple force there at second base, but that one's going to be bounced into right field. Right field. So that's going to be 2 on now here with 1 out for Allie Fletcher, number 2, coming to the plate. That's inside, a little low.
It's close.
For ball 1. There's going to be a grounder to short. She's going to get the tag and the double play.
How about that?
What a nice job there by Abbott. Not only does she make a great play fielding the ball, she has the wherewithal to tag the runner that's coming by her headed to third and fires a rocket to first for the double play. So despite there, nice job there by Summertown getting out of it. And that's going to send us to the top of the 3rd. Hopefully Summertown can get something going here. We'll be back here shortly for more softball on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy. I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
All right, top three. Still 0-0. A nice play there by Abbott to get Summertown out of the inning. 2 on, first and second, and only 1 out. A hard hit ball to her. She fields it, gets the tag on the runner coming by her, and then throws to first for the double play. We've got Anna Burleson here stepping up the 9-hole hitter for Summertown, and then we'll be headed back to 1. Still 0-0. That's going to be a shot, and that ball is crushed, but it's going to be foul by about 60 feet.
Well, she hit that one hard.
Yeah, she did. She's got a lot of power, Will, and a really good stick. She's another one, man. If you can get her playing up to what her potential is, she's a really good hitter. Really good hitter. And she'll get it. She's going to catch fire here soon. It's a lot of faith in her. That's going to be up in the zone, 1-1.
Both of your parents are watching right now, just so you know.
Well, my parents are both retired, and they have nothing better to do, Will. You know, some people actually have to work for a living. And if they're like me and you, they come and even when they're not working, they're still working, like me and you are today. Of course, I don't really consider this work. I mean, sitting in center field talking about it, watching a softball game while sipping on a Sundrop's not a bad
I think
gig.
your mom is asking a technical support question. Is anybody else having a problem with this broadcast?
My mother is a technical support issue in her own right, okay? Anything you can do to help the woman, do it. That's going to be up at the eyes for a 2-2 count. Look, anybody listening to this, if you're having technical issues, just be lucky that you can see something that's going on, and it's not, and the camera's not actually going to be flying through the air here in the next 30 minutes because it is. Yeah. This wind is.
I'd be surprised if we get through this whole game.
Yeah, me too.
They may play the whole game. Well, it's struck out here.
And there's a nice pitch on the outside there for strike 3. She's going to go down swinging. Is Burles.
So we're at the top of the lineup now.
We're back at the top with Abbott.
But, yeah, they may get the whole game in, but we may not get the entire broadcast in. Did that third baseman just fall down on her own?
She did. I was going to leave that alone, Will, but you brought it up. And she's going to watch this later tonight. She's going to think, why did he bring that up?
Yeah.
Hey, Will, I think every player's done it. I'm not going to say that. She seems like a good kid. So,
yeah.
You know. I tell you what, one of the best pitchers I know is from Nolensville. She's a great pitcher. She's probably going D1. She's a great kid. There's a video of her on Facebook, like in between innings, walking back to the mound, and she pretty much falls flat on her feet just fall out.
Oh, really?
And, you know, and you're thinking, and I'm sitting here thinking, look, if it happens to this kid, it can happen to anybody, you know? That's going to be fouled off into the bushes down the left field line.
Well, Jay Chapman says the broadcast looks good, but he's just being kind. I know it's bouncing around all over the place.
We need more people like Jay that just compliment us and don't say any negative.
Right.
I like those positive people.
Sure.
That's going to bounce up there for ball 2 on Abbott.
So you told me she opened up with a homer yesterday. So just remember, you're on camera protection duty. If she hits one out here, grab your hat and do your thing.
Will, I'm out of here if it's headed this way. Okay, I'm not dealing with it. You know, I guess I could. That's going to be a base hit into right field. That's going to be cut off. Nice job there by the center fielder keeping it out of that gap.
She got it in quick.
And that's going to hold Abbott at 1, but that is going to give Summertown a base runner here with 2, 3, 4 coming to the plate, hopefully, with 1 out. Parrott, I believe Parrott, didn't she have the ball that was hit pretty deep?
She had she had the triple.
Yeah, so hopefully she's got something else here to maybe drive a run in. And the pitch. That's going to be bunted. Nice bunt. And they're going to get that at first, but that will move the runner to second base with 2 outs for Gallagher.
So I don't guess they were expecting the girl that hit a triple a while ago to bunt it there?
No, probably not. Probably not. And I'll tell you another thing it goes to. It goes to the faith that Coach Burleson's got in Gallagher to bring her to the plate with 2 outs. Basically, you're putting a lot of trust in this kid. I don't blame him, though. She's a heck of a player. So hopefully she can deliver here and get Summertown on the board. That's going to be off the plate, it looks like. Good pitch, just a little off for ball 1. Looking out here at Abbott, she's got that ponytail that hangs down about her waist. I keep telling her, Will, cut your hair and you'll run faster, right? Wind resistance. She doesn't listen. She gets mad every time I say that to her. So
Just won't listen.
That's going to be inside. Fought off by Gallagher for strike 1. Yeah, she doesn't listen.
Well, this very moment, there's no wind, which means we get this huge gust, right?
Yeah, you'll get it in a second. So here's the pitch to Gallagher, 1-1 with Abbott on second. Nice pitch there. Looked like a changeup, but it's going to be a little out.
Close.
But a good pitch. That's going to be 2-1. That's going to be a line shot down the left field line for strike 2.
2-2 count.
Here's a big pitch right here, Will. To Gallagher. Like to see her drive something here. If she can get a good bat head on it if it's there. That's going to be a line shot into center field, and that's going to score a run. Nice piece of hitting there by Gallagher. She goes with that outside pitch. Line shot right back up the middle.
Well, Coach pushed the right buttons there with the bunt.
Well, that's why he's over there, and we're sitting out here, as the old saying goes. He definitely knows what he's doing. He knows his players, and that's the name. That's what a good coach does. So, nice job there. And this brings Lindsay to the plate, who struck out looking with a nice changeup the first time around. Hopefully she can redeem herself. Gallagher on first here with 2 outs. Another pitch, another changeup, it looked like, down in the zone for strike 1. And that was going to be a little in. Well, he called that a strike, I believe, Will.
Yeah, he sure did.
Very questionable on that one. But nonetheless, we're in an 0-2 count here on Lindsay, and she's going to have to fight here in this situation. Gallagher on first with 2 outs. That's going to be a line drive. Nice play by the second baseman, backhand, and she's going to get out at first. So Gallagher strikes with a hard hit single up the middle, and that's going to give Summertown a 1-0 lead here heading into the bottom of the third. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
All right, we are back. And The Lord is sending us some more wind, Will. Like you said, you should have never said anything a few minutes ago about the wind not blowing.
It calmed down for just a second.
Yeah, it stopped basically completely for a minute, and now it's picked back up. So, on a good note, Summertown did take a 1-0 lead on a big hit by Gallagher, so that's going to put them up 1-0 here, bottom of third.
Right down the middle.
Lindsay's going to start. That is Abby White off with a first pitch strike. Abby's a number 7 hole hitter. That changeup's going to float high for ball 1. That was just a little in.
I
for
see
ball 2.
that was the one that they called a strike on Lindsay a while ago, right? About the same pitch?
No comment.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Close to it, but it is what it is. You know, it's there's another nice pitch there.
Oh,
for
okay,
strike.
there we go. Right.
He's a little slow. He's just a little slow calling his strikes. That's one thing I've noticed. Not a bad thing, I don't guess. I've just got to take a little bit to get used to that. So that's going to be a nice pitch there by Lindsay. That's going to be fouled off, and a nice play there getting to that ball by Burleson, but it's going to bounce. But I love the effort over there at first base. I believe is that a 1-2 count, Will?
2-2.
2-2. Okay. 2-2 count here to Abby White. They're going to go in with the pitch. Nice pitch there. Looked like a screwball. In on the hands. Nice pitch there by Lindsay. The one good thing about the screwball, Will, is if you throw it the way you should throw it, there's not much you can do with it other than either take it or foul it off. And she can throw a pretty good one at times when she's on, and that was a good one. So it's good to see. That's going to be down in the zone for ball 1. That's going to bring Mia Callahan, the left fielder, to the plate. That one's going to be down for ball 2. Nah, that's going to be a roller there to Abbott. She's going to suck that up like a vacuum cleaner and throw it to first. I tell you, I don't know how many outs that Abbott had yesterday at shortstop, Will, against Mount Pleasant, but I would venture to say that if there was, I don't know, 20 outs in a 7-inning game, she probably had 10 of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and spotless, too. I don't remember making a single error, fielded everything cleanly. She's a big part of this defense. So that's going to be 2 away.
Well, that looked good.
That looked good.
There we go. Yep.
He's going to call that one a strike. Nice pitch there by Lindsay to go up 0-1. And this will be – I've got Gracie Pickett, but I don't believe this will be the flex batting for her. That's going to be a nice bunt attempt, but it's going to be fouled back. Yeah, that'll be the flex player, Will. I don't know who that is that's batting in this spot. Oh, that's actually Morgan Sharp.
That's who I've got on the screen.
That's the leadoff. Okay, that's Morgan Sharp. So that's going to be an 0-2 count here to the leadoff. And here's the 0-2. Nice pitch there. And he is going to hold off on that one. But
here, I'm going to watch the replay of that one.
That looked good.
It sure did. I just saw the replay.
There's another one there down low.
Yeah.
So that's going to square it up 2-2. Man, Will, that looked good from out here. And that's the
we actually have a good angle today.
Man. Lindsay's going to go up high that time, and she's going to swing and whiff. There's another strikeout. So Giles County goes down in order, bottom 3. Summertown leading 1-0. We'll be back headed in the top of the 4th. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
All right, we are top 4. The clouds are slowly moving in. The wind is starting to howl, Will.
Yeah.
On a good note, though, at least the temperature's nice.
Yeah.
At least it's not 35 degrees
right.
and the wind blowing like this. That's going to be a deep ball hit to center, not that deep, but she's not going to have to move much, and that's a great job there by number 7, Morgan Sharp, the center fielder. So that's easy out number 1. And Runnels got a good lift into that one, but nice, easy play for center fielder.
The American flag over here is not doing too well.
No, it's been whipped pretty good. This is going to bring Reagan Burleson to the plate for Summertown. That's going to be up in the zone for ball 1. The next pitch, that's popped up to the catcher, and she's going to make an easy basket catch there right up the first base line for 2 away. So 3 pitches here and 2 outs for Giles County. Will, at this rate, like you said earlier, we may be packed up, and I may be back home watching a baseball game tonight by the time this even gets here. You know, this thing's moving pretty quick.
Yeah, the game's moving quick.
Maybe. Who knows? That's going to bring Shelby Davis to the plate for Summertown. She's going to hit a deep ball. That might get down. No. Nice job there by the shortstop.
It's hung up too long.
That's going to be Maddie White. She's going to run back.
So that was a 4-pitch inning, wasn't it?
That was a 4-pitch inning, Will. Great for Giles County, not for Summertown. So here we go. It seems like we just took a break, Will, about 10 seconds ago, but we're fixing to take another.
We're going to the bottom of the 4th now already.
Bottom 4. We'll be back here shortly. Heading into the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
We are back, Will. I hope this half inning goes as quickly as the last one, for Summertown's sake.
Yeah.
But a 4-pitch inning there for Giles County. Nice job there by their pitcher and their defense. And that's going to push it now to the bottom of the 4th. Summertown nursing a 1-run lead here with number 00, Malia Roberts, coming to the plate, the 2-hole hitter.
Malia Roberts.
There's the pitch for Lindsay. That's going to be outside for ball 1. That's going to be a slow roller to short. Abbott's going to suck that one up and fire a rocket to first.
Look at that stretch.
Nice job there and a nice stretch, like you said, Will, by Anna Burleson at first for out 1. This is also a big inning for Summertown if possible. You got 2, 3, and 4 here. Number 2 just went down. If you can get 3 or 4 here, hopefully you can try to get through this game without having to face the top of that lineup again.
Right.
But that's probably not going to be the case because it's only bottom 4. But that's going to be hit deep. That is headed to center field, and Parrott's going to be camped under that one. Nice job there. The wind held it up. Parrott's going to get under that one. Well, Will, they're returning the favor. We've had, 3 pitches in this inning? So 3 pitches, 2 outs. And that will bring number 11, Marie Bodily, to the plate for Giles County, the cleanup hitter.
Apologies to Meg, I missed her catch on the video.
Nice pitch there for Lindsay.
What was wrong with that one?
And that is a ball.
Yes.
Second pitch, down in the zone for ball 2. Lindsay falling behind here a little bit to your 4-hole hitter. Not the kid you want to fall behind typically to a 4-hole hitter. Third pitch, nice one there.
Come on, what's that?
And that is ruled a ball. 3-0.
We must be missing something. I don't see anybody complaining. Oh, that was
And
low.
a 4-pitch walk for Lindsay. That's going to put the cleanup hitter on first with 2 outs. You know, Will, if you get an out right here at your 5-hole hitter, it's not necessarily a bad play. I'm sure if she's cleanup, I'm sure she's a kid that could put a ball out of a ballpark. So maybe you're pitching around her there. I don't know. That's going to be grounded foul off the end of the bat for strike 1. Of course, when you walk the cleanup and your 5-hole hitter hits one out, it's not good strategy. So hopefully that's not going to be the case.
You've got family just talking to you on here. Do you want me to keep relaying the messages to you? Or?
No, I want to ignore them because I ignore them in real life, so I'm going to ignore them here on the broadcast as well.
Brendan McDonald's talking to you.
That's going to be ball 1. And that's a changeup and a nice one. Nice play there by Burleson. Can she get there? No.
She's safe.
And the runner's going to third, and she's gunned down.
Call it. No.
No, she's not. He calls her safe at third. So now we have first and third here and 2 outs. I thought the runner was out at third, but I'm out here in center field, so the umpire was on top of it. The call at first was correct. The runner beat the tag. Nice effort there by Burleson. But you wonder, too, if Lindsay's job wasn't to be over there to get to that bag as well. So first and third here and 2 outs.
So that looks like a strike. There we go.
Start that off with a strike. And, I know Coach Burleson's upset. I'm wondering, I don't know who it's at, but I'm sitting here thinking if I'm him, it's probably at Lindsay for not getting her butt over there to cover first base.
Could be.
So strike 1 there. And the next pitch is going to be a grounder. It's going to be deep in the hole to Abbott, and the run's going to score. So there we go. Coach is not happy, and I don't blame him. You should have long been out of this inning. 2 outs quickly, and then some mental errors and some miscues have cost Summertown a run here, and we are tied back up here at 1. But they're still in trouble here too. You've got 2 on, and 2 outs. The frustrating part about that, Will, is not one single ball was hit hard. I mean, nothing even got out of the infield, and you gave up a run, which is extremely frustrating for sure.
But the walk did come back to haunt you there.
It always does.
Yep.
It always does. That's going to be hit off the end of the bat, foul. That's going to get over the fence, up the hill for strike 2. Walks always come back, Will.
And again,
always do.
You can go back and watch, and what do I know? But I mean, 2 of those 4 pitches in that walk were questionable to me.
That's going to be off the end of the bat, right to Burleson. I thought that was the third out. But
It is.
It is. Okay, Burleson, she's just checking on herself. She's going to fire one to third just to make sure. Nice job there by Burleson to help Summertown get out of it. But Giles County is going to push across a run, and they're going to tie it up, Will. So we're going to be headed into the top of the 5th. Summertown and Giles County tied at 1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the Exports Network.
It's real easy to do. Just let's go. Let's go.
Giles County tied at 1. Giles County does a nice job there pushing a run across. Not really anything hit hard, just a walk, a ball that was fielded by the first baseman, did a great job that I believe your pitcher should have gotten over there to cover, which didn't happen. And then a ground ball deep into the hole that Abbott did a great job to get to keep out of left field, but couldn't make a play on.
Who we got up here to bat?
We have, I believe that's Miss Caitlin Gillum for Summertown. Caitlin is the 8-hole hitter. That's going to be a bunt. Foul. Gracie Pickett still on the mound. She's done an excellent job for Giles County. Summertown's had some chances, but they haven't been able to cash in, and she's kept Summertown off balance in general most of the game. That's going to be up in the zone for ball 1. That's going to be 1-1 to Gillum.
There's a middle school softball game going on today, too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, at our home field against Lewis County.
That's true. That's right. That's right. Any idea how that's going? Or?
No, I'll find out. Because I heard that my wife was having to keep the books. Carly's coaching.
Oh, okay. That's 2-1. That one's going to be up in the zone to Gillum. So she's up here, leading off here in the top of the 5th. The next one, that's going to be popped up sky high to left field. That's going to be an easy play for the left fielder for out 1. Will, you get anything up in the air today, it's going to hang.
It's just hanging there.
It's just going to hang. You've got to load up and drive the softball and hit line drive and hit the ball on the ground to get through that infield if you're going to be successful here today, it seems. Those balls that are going up into there, they're not going to go far.
So, Anna, she struck out last time, but I believe she had a really hard-hit foul ball.
Yeah, she did. She did. That's going to bring Anna to the plate, Anna Burleson. That's ball 1, up high and out.
Really need her to get on here with the top of the lineup coming up.
Definitely. Definitely. Here's the second pitch to Burleson. That's going to be a nice cut there. Foul bat. He was right on it. Just got a little under it.
Yes, like Anna's dad, Kyle, stayed back to watch the middle school game.
Okay. 1-1 to Burleson. That's going to be up. Ball 2. That's going to be hit deep. That's going to go into the left field gap, and it's going to clang against the chain link fence out here. Burleson's going to cruise in. Nice job there sliding into second for a double. Will, she went with that outside fastball and just went with the pitch, let it travel, and she smoked it. So nice job there by Burleson, putting a runner in scoring position.
So do you think the wind got a hold of that one and slowed it down? Or?
I don't know, Will, but it was hit well, I'll tell you that. And that's going to bring Abbott, who's, like I said, been a big part of Summertown's offense over the last few weeks and is well capable. Hopefully she can drive something in here and give Summertown the lead back. And the pitch is way high for ball 1. And you know, Will, with a pitcher like Pickett who throws up in the zone a lot, you've got to be wary here to lay off those pitches because, like we were saying, you know, what Giles County needs in this situation are pop-ups, you know, things to keep the ball in the infield or keep that runner from advancing.
Right.
So you've got to be smart here for Summertown hitters. That's going to be a nice pitch there.
A little outside.
A little out, which is nice because that was very similar to some of the pitches he didn't call strikes earlier. So, but I'll be honest, Will, the umpire's done a good job today as a whole, I think. So far, I mean, these teams just haven't really – neither team's really been been able to do anything offensively consistently right now. That's been
which has made it go by quickly, which is what we needed today.
Yeah.
I understand. The middle school is up 5-1 with an inning to go.
Okay.
That was the last she heard.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Abbott. She's going to hit one foul down the left field line out of play for strike one. Well, I like fast games too, but I like the 10-0 4-inning fast games. You know, I don't like these 1-1 dog fights. You know, that's not games I really like. But that's what we've got, though. That's what we're in the middle of. Here's Abbott. That one's going to be off the plate for ball 3. So a 3-1 count to Abbott with Parrott on deck. And 3-1. That's going to be a line drive. Oh, and it's going to be off the shortstop's glove. It was right at her, but it's going to ricochet into left. Burleson did a great job there by not trying to advance. There's nothing she could do. She was freezing, assuming the catch, which we all did. So still with first and second, but you've got Parrott to the plate and Gallagher coming up, who had a big hit her last at bat. So you've got 2, 4, and 5 coming with 2 on and 1 out.
So do you think she tries to move them over, or?
I don't think so, Will. I don't. I think you've got to let Meg do what she knows how to do here, and I know Coach Burleson, he'll make the right call, but that's going to be popped up.
Get out
of play on top of Summertown's dugout. Foul for strike one. And it might be, and I know Coach Burleson, he likes to make these calls, even after a first pitch, so maybe they didn't show the bunt sign there. Maybe he let her swing, but maybe she might lay it down here with 1 strike. You never know. You might be able to catch them off guard. You never know. So we'll see what Meg's going to do in this situation, down 0-1. There's the bunt, and it's going to be up.
Oh, goodness.
And she's going to be out at third, and cruising in to second is Abbott.
So I think Anna didn't think anybody was covering third.
Well, I think you had a pullback fake bunt double steal, Will. That's my opinion, but I don't know that. But the jump at second was not good at all. I don't know what happened right there, but I think it was some miscommunication for sure. So we've got 2 outs now with a runner on second. And here's that one's going to be hit to right and caught for 3 away. Coach Burleson is not happy, and as I've said earlier, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Summertown squandered a lot of opportunities here today.
Yeah, that one hurt.
And the one in the top one hurts, and this one hurts too. So nonetheless, though, Will, we've got a 1-1 dogfight here headed into the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X-Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
We are in the bottom of the 5th, correct, Will?
Bottom 5th.
Bottom 5, 1-1, Summertown and Giles County tied up. And Abby White will be leading off for Giles County. That's going to be down in the zone for ball 1 from Lindsay. And, Will, you really hope those opportunities Summertown's had in the first and that last inning don't come back and bite them if they happen to lose this softball game. Those, like you said, those definitely hurt. That's going to be ball 2 down in the zone, 2-0. Don't want to put a lead off here when a tie ball game in the bottom of the fifth for sure. So Lindsay needs to do everything she can here to fight back, force this kid to put it in play. There's strike one.
Yep.
Nice pitch there. And the 2-1. That's going to be a bunt. Lindsay's going to field it. She's going to turn and get the out easily at first for one away. Nice job there to get the lead off. So one out here, bottom of the fifth. And that will bring Mia Callahan, the left fielder, to the plate.
Oh, the wind's really picking up now.
And Will, you may need to
we may have to
come over here and hold me so I don't get blown away here in a second. So.
Yeah.
There's Callahan. That ball's going to be down in the zone for ball one.
This can't be fun to watch it from home with the camera shaking like this. It's the best we can do. Kyle says they won 11-1 in 6 innings in middle school.
Good. That's going to be a nice pitch there by Lindsay, but that's
What's
going to
up?
be a ball up. 2-0. So Lindsay's fell behind 2-0 to the first and second hitters of this inning. And
Low.
3-0. Not a good recipe if you're trying to nurse a tie ball game. If you're trying to keep it tied for Lindsay. She's got to get ahead and stay ahead. And that's going to be down for ball four, a 4-pitch walk. And the go-ahead run is on first here for Giles County with 1 out. And that's going to bring your flex batter to the plate. Actually, that'll bring Morgan Sharp, I believe, the leadoff. Is that number 7, Will? I can't see her batting. I don't know if you can see from where you're sitting.
I can't tell.
Okay. That's going to be down for ball one.
If it is the leadoff, then, yeah, walking the 9th place hitter to get you to the leadoff.
No.
That's it.
Never good.
No.
And the pitch. That's going to be slapped foul to the left side for strike one. One pitch. That's going to be slapped to left, and
Right in
it's
the
over
gap.
the left fielder's head, and that's going to be run down. There's some throw. The throw's coming in. They're going to have her dead to rights if it's a good throw, and it is. And they're going to call her safe at home.
Really?
She must have got under the tag. The throw coming in was high. Gallagher had to jump for it, and they got under the tag. Nice job there, and that's going to give you the lead. That's going to give Giles County the lead here, 2-1, with another run now at third. Another situation, Will. More walks.
The walk, yep.
Your walk scored the first time, your walk scored this time. And there's going to be a bunt to first. They're going to try it, and she's going to be safe at home too. Burleson tries to go at 4, and so they're going to slide under the tag at home again. Up 3-1 now, Giles County. And Summertown right now, the wheels are starting to fall off. And, Will, it doesn't look promising right now for them.
No.
Especially the way we've been hitting this game. A 2-run deficit feels like about an 8-run deficit. So that's going to be off the plate again. Lindsay, all of a sudden now, she can't find a strike zone. There's a grounder. That's going to be to short. There should be 2 if they turn it. There's 1, and she's going to be taken out at second base. Hope Reagan's okay.
Any rules on that?
If she slides, no. And she did. She did the right thing. She slid in like she's supposed to at second base. The only thing that would be if the runner was if the second baseman was off the plate, off the second base considerably, of course, and it was intentional, then something could be done. But not in that situation. It was a clean slide. It looked like from here. Runner went straight into the bag. So that is going to give 2 outs, though. Make it 2 outs. And Summertown's hopefully going to try to get out of this. Only trailing 3-1 now.
So I think Katie Beth the one due up when we come back in the top of the 6th.
Should be 3-4-5 coming to the plate.
Yeah.
in the bottom of the top of the sixth. Yep. And here's the pitch for Lindsay. That's going to be a grounder to shortstop. Easy play there for Abbott, and throw across the diamond for the third out. But Giles County strikes due to a walk and some timely hitting and a nice bunt execution to get 2 runs on the board. And they're going to take a 3-1 lead here heading to the top of the sixth. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
No matter what it is that you like, take those things, translate it into an academic degree.
It's the best thing probably I've ever done in my life, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Getting this degree opened up doors that I didn't even envision would be open.
I'm so happy that I did it, and I think anybody that wants it should go for it. You will not regret it.
Top six. Summertown trailing 3-1. Nice job there by Giles County to push across some runs on some miscues and some timely hitting. Good execution on the bunt. Nice job there.
And again, the play at the plate must have been accurate because, again, Greg didn't make a big deal about that, did he?
No. And from out here, it's just really tough to see much, from us at home plate. So, it is what it is, Will. Giles County executed, and right now Summertown's been able to execute it all this whole game. So we'll see if that changes. And if they're going to pull out a district win here and not take their first district loss, they're going to have to score 2 runs in the next 2 innings to stay in this ball game. So there's ball 1 to Galahar. She's going to take it down in the zone. She's had a good day at the plate. Hopefully she can get something going here for us. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. That one's going to be up. Ball 2. Two-one pitch to Galahar here. Top 6. That one's going to be in.
Good.
He's going to call it a strike. 2-2. Nice pitch there at the knees. And I'm going to tell you, Will, Pickett's done a great job on the mound. I know Summertown hasn't taken advantage of some situations, but she's continually up there throwing strikes, doing a great job. You got to be happy with that kid if you're Giles County on the job she's done today. And if you're Summertown, like I said, if you happen to not win this softball game, you've got to look back on the 5th when you had 2 on and 1 out, as well as the first inning and had 2 on 1 out, and could not push a run across.
Big pitch here.
Yep. That one's going to be up, and that's going to be a line shot.
Right into her glove.
And the third baseman makes a heck of a play, just throwing her glove up, and it's going to stick. Nice job there. That's going to be Hope Murray at third base. That's going to be out 1. And here comes Lindsay to the plate with 1 away. First pitch to Lindsay is going to be down for ball 1.
Hayden Lindsay's watching. I tell you, your whole family is in this today.
These people need to get some hobbies, it seems, Will. But, of course, they're listening to one of the best crews around. If I was going to listen to anybody, it'd be me and you. I mean, why not,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I mean, all right, that's going to be, I believe, 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 to Lindsay here with one out here, top 6.
A little high.
That's going to be called strike. Strike 1. That's going to be down in the zone for ball 3. And Will, this wind is starting to get on the edge of.
This may be our last inning. We show. We may have, the viewers may have to miss the 7th inning. We'll see.
3-1 count to Lindsay here, and the pitch. That's going to be hit off the hands right over the shortstop, and that's going to be a base hit. So Lindsay on base here with one out. Nice job there, fisting it over the infield. And that's going to bring Runnels to the plate. Big spot here for McKenzie. She's a tie and run. That's going to be out for ball 1. That's going to be fouled off.
Into the creek.
Into the creek. 1-1 here on McKenzie. Summertown trailing 3-1 here. Top 6, 1 away. Lindsay on first base. Runnels at the plate with a 1-1 count. If you can strike here, it's time to do it because you're running out of innings, Will.
Yep, 5 outs left to work with.
Payoff pitch. That's down. That's going to get away from the catcher, and Lindsay's going to walk on up to second base. That's 2-1, and that's going to put a runner in scoring position.
Not seen a lot of pass balls from this pitcher, have you?
You haven't, and that was a changeup. It just seemed it just got down low, and the catcher just had a tough time blocking up. But, both catchers have done an excellent job today keeping that ball in front. Like you said, I think that's the first one we've seen from any catcher. Here's the pitch to Runnels. That's going to be
outside.
Off the plate. I believe that's 3-1, Will.
Yep.
Reagan Burleson on deck for Summertown. And this wind, I know you can hear the wind if you're listening or watching, but the issue is, too, that wind at least is hitting me in the back, and I'm in center field, and it's got to be headed straight in, Will. That's going to be a grounder to shortstop, and that's going to be an easy play to first. Lindsay's not able to move up. And so now Summertown with 2 outs with Burleson at the plate. I'd love if Reagan could put one through this wind out over this fence, Will. Tie this thing up. That'd be amazing. She's going to hack at it, and she's going to foul it off. But I'll say one thing, Will. If you get a hold of one and put one out of here today, you're a monster.
Yeah.
But I know Reagan's got some power. Let's see what we got. Here's the pitch to Burleson. She's going to hit a line shot. That's going to be backhanded, and it's not going to be mishandled. Nice play there by the shortstop.
Was that risky, Hannah, running into that play? Or
maybe not. You want to be aggressive there for sure. It worked out, so we'll see. It worked out. Let's just say that.
Right.
So Summertown's got first and third here. Is that Davis?
Yes, I've got Shelby coming up.
Shelby Davis at the plate, first and third, 2 outs. Big spot. Big spot for her. Summertown trailing 3-1. Pitch to Davis. That's going to be a grounder to second. That should be an easy play, and it is. 3 away. Summertown squanders 2 men on again. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th. Summertown trailing 3-1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Bottom 6. Giles County coming to the plate, and they are celebrating a 3-1 lead right now. They've played well.
So, Adam, you saw the teams you played against in Brentwood, and you beat some good teams there. Where would you rank? Oh, hold on.
That's going to be a foul ball.
Where would you rank this Giles County team?
They're not. I don't. And this is not a knock on Giles County because they played a great softball game.
Yep.
I'm wrong half the time, according to my wife, Will. But I'll just say this, and I think anybody that was up there will agree, they're not this isn't as good of a softball team as any team we played up there.
Yeah.
Not one. But the bottom line is this. They've executed today and done what they're supposed to, and this is the flattest I've seen this Summertown team look all season long.
Oh.
We haven't been able to get runners moved. We've not executed. We walked batters that have scored. We put runners on base. I mean, you think about it, Will. I mean, how many hard balls have you seen Giles County hit? I mean, honestly. I mean, one.
Yeah, the one at Anacott over there.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's nothing.
Like that wasn't.
That one's going to get down to right field for a base hit off the end of the bat. So nice job there. Your leadoff's on base. But, I mean, we haven't executed. We haven't been able to manufacture any runs. Lindsay's walked 2 batters, which I don't know if she's walked 2 batters in a game all year, and both of those batters have come to score.
Sure.
We've stranded at least 6 runners, I know, in over 3 innings, and have yet, and maybe more, but I just remember 6.
Okay.
That's popped up to Katie Beth, and they're going to get a double play at first on the bunt. Nice job there by Gallagher. Giles County looking to push that runner to second to try to get another run here headed into the 7th, but that's going to be popped up. The runner bolted on the bunt. And Gallagher's going to scoop it up and throw it to first with a double play.
Oh, that's a break that we could use.
Big break.
Yeah.
Now, we got to take advantage.
Right.
And right now, like I said, Will, we've stranded, I know, 6 runners over 3 innings, but it's probably more. I'm just going for the 3 innings that I know of. So, look, when you don't execute, this is what happens. Plain and simple. That's going to be off the hands foul down the third baseline. It is what it is at this point, Will. And when you don't show up and play like you're capable of, any team can beat you. And right now, this is a shining example, at least right now, of it for sure. That's going to be a ground back to Lindsay. That's going to get back up the middle for a base hit. So a runner on first here with 2 outs. That one's going to get through. So Summertown here with 2 outs. Bottom 6. That's going to be off the hands, popped up to first for out 3.
Good job.
Nice job there by Burleson getting back and getting that one. And Will, Summertown's down to their final 3 outs.
This is it.
Top 7, Summertown trailing 3-1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
All right, Will, do or die time. Summertown down 3-1. We're top 7. And unless they can push across a couple runs here, they're gonna eat their first district loss this year.
Be their first district loss in several years.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. For sure. And Caitlin Gillum, she's going to be the one to try to keep that from happening, starting off for Summertown. She's going to be leading off. So you'll have 8, 9, and 1 coming to plate for Summertown. That's going to be hit to right, but that should be an easy play, and it is. One pitch, one out. Not a good start if you're looking to get back in. And that will bring Burleson to the plate for Summertown, 1 away.
I think she doubled last time.
She did, and the left field gap did a great job of going with the pitch. Hopefully she could replicate that this time to hopefully get some adrenaline pumped into Summertown here. She's going to hit one off her hands, foul. Nice cut. And Will, like I was saying earlier, the leadoff got out. It is what it is. Caitlin hit the ball well. You'd like to get Anna on here with your leadoff coming to the plate with only 1 out. It gives you a shot, definitely. I don't care how good you are, or you're going to have to be fortunate. Summertown hasn't played well today in general, and you're down 2 runs with nobody on with 2 outs. You're in trouble.
And Anna's down 0-2 here, right?
Yes. So Anna's going to have to come up with something here, and she's well capable, but she is down 0-2. And the pitch. That's
high.
Looks really good, but it was up a little maybe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And, you're right, Will. He hasn't called that pitch much. He's done a good job giving the pitcher the low strike zone, but not giving him much in the zone. And I really like umpires like that, especially from the pitching situation. That's going to be a rise ball that gets up high at the eyes. So that'll be 2-2. Anna looking to stay alive here and give Summertown a shot, trailing 3-1. And the pitch. That's going to be fouled off, out of play. So Anna's up there fighting, doing what she could do. Will, I'm hungry, and I always like to celebrate a win with a nice meal afterwards, but if this happens, if this goes down and we don't pull this out, which is not looking good right now, I don't know if I'm going to feel like eating.
Yeah, I understand.
And the pitch.
Outside.
All outside off the plate.
Good eye.
And then that'll be, I believe, was that 3-2 or 2-2?
This is a full count coming up now.
So Anna's worked it back full.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get her on base with 1, 2, 3 coming up. We'll see if she can get it done here. That's going to be popped up in the infield, and the shortstop's going to make an easy play on that one for 2 away. And Summertown is down to their final out, trailing 3-1, and that'll bring Abbott to the plate for Summertown. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Pickett. That's going to be slapped to left, and that should be an easy play. And it is. And Giles County has handed Summertown a district loss, which will, I'd be curious to know when the last time Summertown lost a district game.
I know.
Yeah, we know it's at least 2 years, right?
Right.
Probably more.
Yeah. I mean, of course, definitely didn't happen last year. Wasn't a season the year before that. So, yeah, it's been a while, I'm sure.
So, Will, we've had we got the game in. That's good, right?
Yeah.
So we get the game in. Weather holds out for us. Summertown goes down 3-1 to Giles County. Will, game recap. Anything you got to say before we get out of here? I don't
No,
want
we
to rush.
probably need to shut this stuff down. But we do play Lewis County tomorrow, and I believe we rematch this Giles County a week from tomorrow at our place.
I think you're right. And
So that'll be an interesting game now with this happening today.
Well, you're right. It's going to put a lot of extra added pressure on Summertown now for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And bottom line, Will, they didn't execute. They lost the softball game.
Yep.
You had 2 walks in the game, and both the walks scored. They executed when they needed to. Offensively, you stranded 6+ runners. Couldn't push anything across. And look, Summertown definitely didn't play up to their standards. I know Coach Burleson is in agreement, would say that wholeheartedly. But bottom line, you can't take away from Giles County. They executed. Pickett did an excellent job on the mound. She threw strikes. She didn't put anybody on. She made Summertown work for what they had to get, and Summertown wasn't able to come through. And it just is what it is. Can't take nothing away from that kid. She threw the ball well today. So
Well, let's hope we can grow from this. Everybody out there, stay safe tonight. We're looking forward to much more safe weather tomorrow night when we host Lewis County. We got to rebound and come back out and play another district game tomorrow.
That's right.
So, well, Adam, thanks for covering this. I know it's not easy as a parent doing this at the same time, especially when your kid's pitching. But thanks for doing this as always, everybody. Thanks for watching from home. Somebody says it's been 5 years since we've lost a district game.
5 years.
Yeah, that's what they're saying here. Jay Chapman, and he is our go-to reference. So
it looks like looks like they're going to have maybe a JV or something.
I'm really surprised they're going to play a JV.
Who knows? Well, anyway.
All right. Well, folks, until tomorrow, this has been Will Pettis, Adam Lindsay. You've been watching Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This